A historical night here tonight in Gelbany, specifically in Kriedbach, as we get ready for the opening game of the Gelban Hockey League, the first game in league history between the Kriedbach Bulls and the Turkey Titans. In net for the Titans, it's Roko Miljenko, yet to play a professional hockey league game in any league. Same goes for Tomas Pavlik, who will be starting for the Kriedbach Bulls. Not a single player in this league has played a single game of professional hockey, but it's the best the nation has to offer. The best 260 players make up this league, and it's Jordy Segura and Vitaly Yurov with the opening face-off in the opening game. Segura wins it, sends it back to Jürgen Enders and up to the wing. Yet to see the skill level of this league. It's intercepted there by Kriedbach, who brings it into the offensive zone. Actually, it's poked away. Good defensive play there from Jordy Segura. And it goes up the wing once again. Good check there, good clean check. And now Turkey once again with it. Everybody wants to be the first one on the board to go down in history as the first goal scorer in the Gelban Hockey League. A shot there, and it's an easy save by Miljenko. Didn't have to work too much there. Up the other way now, Jordy Segura. Shooting and saved. Actually, that was Jürgen Enders. Jürgen Enders, the defenseman, coming up all the way from the back with the first real shot of the game, first real offensive chance. We had a shot the other way, but really, Miljenko had that 10 times out of 10. Segura and Yurov once again. And this time it goes to Yurov. Back to his defenseman. And up the wing. That's Captain Vasilishin knocked over there. And to Jürgen Enders. Jürgen Enders in all alone. Shooting. Top of the net. Gets his own rebound and scores the first goal in Gelban Hockey League history. Jürgen Enders. What a performance there. And once again, that's a defenseman. The first real chance of the game. And the first goal as well. Off of his own rebound. Went in on all alone. I believe he had the winger there too. But really, he wasn't focused on anybody else. It's deflected off the defenseman and then put back top corner. What a play there by Jürgen Enders. Not who we expected to score first. But Turkey fans will not be complaining. Kriedbach now trailing at home. Abdel Najem sent up to win the faceoff but loses it. Segura is the winner. Peronian flips it behind the net. The Kriedbach defense picks it up easily. Loses it out in front but gets it back. That could have been a dangerous chance. You don't want to go down by 2 this early in the game. 12 minutes to go, give or take, in the first period. Sent cross ice to the center. Eduardo De Leon shot it wide. They pick the puck up once again. The Titans go in, shooting, scoring! That's the captain, Eduardo De Leon. And he has scored the second goal in Gelban Hockey League history. The Titans are up by 2, and the Kriedbach crowd is quiet. What a pass and what a shot. That was Al Asli on the pass. And there was really nothing Tomas Pavlik could do there. You want him to have the first goal, but that second one, he was completely out of position. I guess you could say you want him to be in position there, but really, what can you do? The defense is at fault there. Al Asmi to De Leon. And Jürgen Enders is the one who brought the puck into the zone in the first place. He will not get an assist, but he's partially responsible for that goal as well. Up the other way now with Kriedbach. They would like to at least make this game a 1-goal game, because if you're down by 2 heading into the break, that's not going to be a very, very happy experience for anybody. Pretty deflating, that would be. They pick the puck up once again. It's Eduardo De Leon. He shoots it wide. Actually, it was saved by Pavlik with the blocker. Pavlik almost had to make another save, but it didn't go through the traffic. And Kriedbach have it once again in the neutral zone. In with a shot, but it can't get past the defenseman. Jürgen Enders with the puck once again. He has been a prominent force for his team. Eduardo De Leon, the only other goal scorer and the captain of Turkey. Shooting and just wide once again. And now Kriedbach picks it up. This time the defense gives him a little bit more space, but poked away. And the puck heads the other direction now. Tries to pass to the center. He was wide open. I believe that was Peronian. But just couldn't get the pass off to him. Other way once again, shooting, and it looked like he was going to go in, but it was saved. Either saved or just went wide. I couldn't tell if Miljenko got a piece of that. Defense wide open. Instead, they pass to the left wing. He shoots, and it's off the pad of Miljenko. He has had a great period so far, and so has his team. Final 30 seconds now. It's shot wide. Final 10. And Kriedbach with one last gasp here. They'll get a shot off, but it's an easy save from Miljenko. And it's 2-0 after one. Miljenko with a good period, Enders with a good period, and the team with a good period. Vasilishin will have to lead his team a little bit better than that in the second if they want to win. What a performance from these players in the inaugural period of the Gelban Hockey League. Al-Azmi with the pass to De Leon. And that made it 2-0 as we head into the second period, coming after the break. It's hockey night in Gelbany, and there are 4 games on the table tonight, one of them down in Fluminense. The Magicians are up 1-0 on the Barracuda after Marcus Campbell tucks in his own rebound. Good goal for him, the third in Gelban Hockey League history. Some great saves for Altiplano's goalkeeper Karayuki Kamau down in Fontana, as Fontana gets some great shots, but none of them find the back of the net. It's 0-0 after one. Meanwhile, in Maarsfort, we go to start game 4 of the night. The Maarsfort Mavericks and Jorge Aravena take on the Buchaneva Buccaneers and Sean Strazzini. You won't want to miss it, but you won't have to. We'll be back after the second intermission report to tell you what happened in those games. See you then. We're back after the break, and both teams look revitalized. The score is 2-0, but the game is not yet over. Jody Segura and Vitaly Yurov. On the draw, Segura wins it once again. It's back to Jürgen Enders. Up the wing there, but they couldn't get it to Ibarra. And the defense with it once again for Kriedbach. The defense of Kriedbach was not terrible in the first period, but they let in a very bad cross-ice chance early to hurt them. A good shot there by the offense now. Pinned up against the boards. Defense wide open, electing to go in himself, and he can't get a good shot off there. This time sends it back to the defense. To the center, shooting, and the rebound was dangerous, but the defense got a hold of it. This is Ibarra, in by himself, waiting for the team, trying to pass back, but by the time the team got there, so did the defense, and it goes up the other way. Europeus right now. Shooting, and it goes back. Yurov, actually, with the puck. Yurov, cross-ice scores! The first home goal in the history of the Gelban Hockey League. Vitaly Yurov cuts the lead to 1 through the blue smoke. And Kriedbach is back into this game. I don't think he knew where to go after that goal. He ends up heading right behind the net, and he doesn't want to hurt the goalkeeper, so he kind of just stands there a little bit. Europeus and Vasilishin also on that line. They go to give him a little bit of consolation for that goal. And it's a 1-goal game. Down the gem, Jordy Segura on the faceoff. Segura has only lost 1 so far, and it will stay that way. Down the gem, unable to capitalize there. Almost made it a 2-goal game once again, but it's saved by the keeper, Pavlik. Looked better this period than last period, but it's only been a few moments. In and sent awry. Couldn't get a shot on net there. Jürgen Enders with the puck. Behind his own net, loses it. Put to the defense. Shooting from far. Different area code, and it dies in traffic, but that would have been a crazy goal if that had got on net. Miljenko did not look ready. A hard check there, a hard clean check though, and the play continues. Cross ice now. Kriedbach has it once again. Cutting to the defense alone. Shooting, and it's off the leg of the defenseman. Puts it out in front. Miljenko could have grabbed a hold of that. He decides not to. And the play continues. I guess didn't want to break momentum, giving Turkey a chance to bring the lead back to 2. But here comes Yurov. Yurov in again. Shooting goes nowhere, though. And that'll be the play. Miljenko elects to freeze that puck. Pavlik getting back into the game now. A good save there by him. And we've seen more this period than we did last period. Save percentage, though, still not the greatest. He's only had 4 saves tonight. And that's 5 face-off wins for the Turkey Titans. Cross ice to the other defenseman. Now up the ice. It's a 4-on-3 if they continue this way. What will it amount to? Waiting. Good cross-ice pass. Good shot. Al-Azmi is taken down in the play. And now Kriedbach with the puck. Good cross-ice pass there. Almost had a chance for a break, but didn't take it. Stuttered. Waits. Puts it to the center. And scores! Vitaly Yurov. That's his second. Vitaly Yurov ignites the blue smoke once again. The first player to do so and the second player. He's the first multi-goal scorer in history. And what a shot that was. Maybe the best we've seen tonight. Grabs hold of it and puts it top corner hard. He knew what he was doing the entire play there. And Milyenko has led in a second one. Al-Azmi and Yurov on the face-off now. That's assisted by Europeus and Donald McDougall. Over to Al-Azmi. Shooting, gloved by Pavlik. That would have been a momentum breaker there if that went in. So that was a great save for him in a critical moment of this game. Al-Azmi has played good, continued the pressure on the face-offs that Jordi Segura had in the first period. The two of them together have been great. Good cross-ice pass there. Al-Azmi couldn't get a good shot off there. And it goes the other way. In all alone. 10 seconds left on the clock or less. Saved. The rebound would have been dangerous, but it was caught by the defenseman. Second time that's happened tonight. And that'll be the period. De Leon with a late shot that goes wide. And it's 2-2 after 2. A great second period for the Bulls and for Yurov. We'll see what happens in the third with these teams tied 2-2. A great first game of the Gelban Hockey League. How will it end up? Find out after the break. We're back with the second intermission report here in Kriedbach. This goal was scored in Fluminense, but you can hear it all the way here. Per Lindbergh slams one top corner past Nikolai Phil, and it's 2-0 Magicians. We head to Fontana, a very close game for the first 38 minutes. Then Rafael Sebra was solved by Fergus McGrath. 23 seconds later, Ulish Janssens puts a second goal past him, and in 23 seconds it goes from 0-0 to 2-0 Altiplano Pythons. The Fontana Manta Rays trail. Meanwhile in Maarsfort, Buchaneva opened the scoring. William Casperson just scored a goal halfway through the second period. We'll catch up with you guys after the third intermission. The final period of the first game of Gelban Hockey League history. Unless we go to overtime, it's Jordi Segura and Vitaly Yurov at the face-off dot. Center ice, this time Yurov wins it. Back to the defense and up to Vasilishin. Almost loses it there to Yurov. Tries to look up ahead to Europeus, and now they get it to him. He's up on the right side. Passes to the center. Oh, and Vasilishin couldn't get a good shot off there. But what a pass that was. He'll be kicking himself there as we head on to the right center faceoff. Between Yurov and Segura once again. Peranyan and Ibarra, his wingers. Back to the defense. And that's Peranyan coming back to get the puck. Here's Jürgen Enders with it once again. Look at his speed. Cutting through the defenders. Can he get a shot off? He can, but it's saved by Pavlik, and that was an easy one too. Picks it back up. In with a shot and a goal. That's Tigran Peranyan. And that's the lead for Turkey. What a play there by number 49. And once again, Jürgen Enders brings it into the offensive zone. And what a trick there. He looks like he's going to go top left. Tricks Pavlik and goes top right. Another great goal. And we didn't expect this type of competition from these Gelban players. But what a game so far. And hopefully, this is just a taste of what's coming this season. Segura and Yurov. Segura wins once again. Back to Segura. Peranyan with it. Actually, they lost the puck. And here comes Kriedbach shooting, and it's wide. Kriedbach gains it back. Vasilishin to Europeus and to the glove of Milyenko, who catches that one. 13:23 is the time left in the period. And Good shot there, but smart play by Miljenko to cover it up. More offensive time now for Kriedbach than for Turkey. In the first period, it was obviously the reverse, but momentum has shifted, and though Turkey has the lead, Kriedbach is still in this game. Good deflection there. It's a mad dash in front. Jorudberg almost had a chance there, gets knocked down. Segura trips on him, and that could have been dangerous. Segura pushes him aside, and we will have the penalty called. Segura going to the box. I'm surprised he didn't in the first place for tripping on Jorudberg. That was incredibly dangerous, but Segura does go to the box for punching him after, pretty much. And the first power play of the game goes to Kriedbach. Zeros on the board for every stat until those zeros are altered. There's the face-off win for Kartini. Shooting, can't get it through. Good save by Miljenko. It's in his pads and then not in the back of the net. Vitaly Jorudberg never scored a hat trick. Nobody has, but he is the closest to being the first to do so. Baczynski and Balog trying to stop this team from getting a power play goal. It's Europeus, Kartini, and Real. It goes off Kartini, who lost the drop, but the puck is still in the zone. Europeus had it. It's sent out by Balog. Behind Pavlik's net, he elects not to play it. And there is Kartini. Over to Real, to Europeus, shooting, and it's saved. Defense grabs it once again and clears it. That was Jürgen Enders, who has made his presence known all night long. Here we go up to Kartini, where the power play is over. Good shot there, but it's saved. That was Real. And here come the Titans. Tries to play off that shot and not pass. And it goes the other way once again. Europeus with it. All alone, shooting, saved by Miljenko, who catches the rebound too. 6:36. It's been about 7 minutes. And Kriedbach has constantly had all the pressure in this game. Or delivered all the pressure. Bench is happy right now. Vitaly Jorudberg in the face-off dot. He has 2 goals so far tonight. Segura wins it again, though. Back to Enders. Up the wing now with Ibarra. To the middle, but nobody was there. Good shot there, but it ends up going wide. And now Kriedbach has it again. Time is running out for them. Europeus. Now Vasilishin with it. Trying to lead by example here today. Over to Europeus. Couldn't get a shot off. The puck trickles on net, but with not enough force to get past Miljenko. And they still have it. Turkey tries to shoot and tries again, but Segura can't get it on net. No one can for the team. Shot and saved by Pavlik. Someone finally does get it on net. But not enough pressure back to defense. Jürgen Enders is wide open. Segura with the puck. It's taken away by 66. And Kriedbach is now pulling their goalie. Sent wide. To the middle. That's Pascal Dastis. Dastis through traffic scores! What a goal for Pascal Dastis, who ties up the game with the goalie pulled for Kriedbach, and the home fans are ecstatic. Through traffic, there was no way for Miljenko to even see what was going on. His path was completely blocked. But it's a good shot and a good follow-up second shot by Dastis to tie up this game, and we might be going to overtime, folks. If Kriedbach has anything to say about it, they would either like to go to overtime or perhaps even win in regular time. Unassisted goal by Dastis. And the puck is dropped and reset. 30 seconds for both teams to try and end it before overtime, but Kriedbach once again with momentum. In alone, but puck poked away by the defenseman. It trickles out. They may have another chance. Shooting, and it's just wide. Milyenko almost got tested there. Tries to keep the zone, but it's offside, so 7.2 seconds for Kriedbach or Turkey to score the game winner before overtime. Otherwise, we will have a fourth period. We will play, obviously, until somebody scores the winning goal. But will it happen in regulation? Doesn't look like it. Turkey has it now. And that'll be all. For 3 periods, we are tied 3-3 and heading to the first overtime in GHL history. So many things being broken tonight. What a goal that was by Peranian, and what a game-tying goal Dastas had in the final hour. Catch you after the break, where one more goal will be scored, but who will it be for? Well, this game might not be over yet, but there's more than one games worth tuning into. Across the Gelban nation, Marcos Phillips puts one past Nikolai Filon. The score was briefly 3-0 Magicians down in Fluminense, but it would not last for very long as the Jorudberg Barracuda went on the attack. They hit one off the post, and then what looked like Makanga had them completely figured out. Kovacs put one past him. It would be the only shot to get past him all night long. He would put up a 9-4-1 and 3-1 victory for the Magicians. Meanwhile, down in Fontana, Sergio Americana gives the fans something to cheer about. And the score was briefly 2-1, but then Fritz Zing would put a third one past Rafael Sebra to make it 3-1. Then with the goalie pulled, Woodard would get a fourth one by, a 4-1 victory for the Pythons. They currently lead the league. Down in Maarsfort, Pittenbar scored not one, but 2 goals on Strazzini. He puts one in from far away and then one tap in right up close to the net. 2 goals for him, the second multi-goal scorer of Gelban history. We'll see if he gets his third after the overtime period. Overtime in Kriedbach, where they're playing for the first win in GHL history, but they play Turkey, and they have played a close game so far. Segura and Yurov, both 2 of the best players on the ice tonight. And this time, Yurov wins the faceoff. Segura gets it, in all alone, front hand, backhand, scores! Good night. Jordi Segura puts the game to bed with a crazy backhand shot. And that's the first win in GHL history. Good game for both teams, but look at this play. That's the best goal of the night for sure. And it wins him. Second star of the game, third star, Jurgen Enders. Second star, Jordi Segura. First star, Vitaly Yurov. But in the end, it's a win for the Turkey Titans in Kriedbach, who lose their first game, but they pick up a point in overtime. That Dastas game-tying goal was not for nothing. It was for a point in the standings, at least. But they would have loved to take home 2 here. So 4-3 is the score, 2 points being awarded to Turkey, 1 to Kriedbach. Neither will be leading the league, but both happy to get points out of this game. Meanwhile, in Maarsfort, the fans going crazy as Pittenbar gets the hat trick on an empty net with 10 seconds left to go. He completes the hat trick. He is the first Gelban in history to do so. Fans ecstatic in Maarsfort. They are now one of the top 3 teams after day 1. Thank you for tuning in to Hockey Night in Gelbany.